Hello everyone, this is Ash, this is Mage Monsters 2. Let's get into this. So we're going to go Tundra Impossible, and I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the Necromancer, just for a little bit, because I want to concentrate on getting a win. And I have had questions in the comments about Medela runs and what would be a good run from Medela. So let's break it down. First of all, this is on impossible difficulty, so it's going to be very challenging. But in general, rule of thumb, this should work for the lower difficulties too, right? Whatever we come up with here. So, while Medela is alive, all units heal for 10 health every 5 seconds. That's every 5 seconds. I don't know if that's very reliable. Every 5 seconds, it takes a little while, right? Melee units plus 100% health. And health upgrade from plus 10 to plus 22%. Interesting stuff, right? So a lot of health upgrades. So that said, I think a pretty given for Medela, for anyone trying to do a strategy here, there is a huge benefit here to having a health-based character. A character that does damage based on health and things like that. Just seems like an overall win since there's such a huge difference in the upgrade percent, right? Instead of 10%, they get 22% of health upgrades. That's huge. That's very, very heavy for a character that benefits from that. And this is another factor to pay attention to. Melee units and damage spells, negative 50% damage. Yes, but if their damage is based on a health upgrade, like let's say for instance, I think it's the Sentinels that can damage based on their health, how much health they have, right? Then that is still going to be, it's not going to be affected by this negative damage because their health is different. Their damage is different. It's based on the upgrade they have. At least that's my assumption. We'll find out. Let's get into it. So I'm going to go with Medela kind of blind here. Just, we're going to need some units. And I think having the Elven units is going to be a really big one here. All right, so we can start with archers. That just kind of lets me skip tier 1. And healing wave is good for multiple heals. I think it's probably the go-to here. Let's go. So she should not be the first one running out, but she is. Having stun chance, I feel like is really good too. Like that's just something nice to have. Stun chance and multicast. She can be a contender for a solo run, I think. I did a solo run, right, with her. And it worked out pretty good. But we're going to work with theories here about health upgrades and characters that benefit from that. Okay, so we're not going to mess with any of this yet. I want to save up for tier 2. So let's go ahead. This is Tundra, by the way. This is a little bit difficult. All right, let's go ahead and hit them with a health speed up, basically. I want that speed buff. And we're going to get multicast for her. So for level 1, the first thing I did was her stun ability, right? And now we're doing multicast. And we're going to go ahead and grab a tier 2 units. So we have some spiders, some other things over here. That's fine. I'm going to move things around a little bit. All my units are ranged, so it doesn't even matter anyway. It's all the same. But I think I'm going to go ahead and purchase an Elven Defender and put them in the front. So let's go. Just so I have something melee. I can't just have my range units doing everything, right? We need some melee units here too. Okay, so armor upgrades are also handy because it helps me keep that health, right? The health that we're going to be upgrading. Let's go and get the next tier. It's pretty important to get to that tier system. We need to get to tier 4 ASAP. And yeah, having the Elven synergy along the way is going to be helpful, but basically my next elf is going to give me that synergy. So I can just kind of hold on for a little bit. Let's go. Let's get these units going in here. It's going to take me a couple rounds. Oh, she's getting ambushed, guys. She's getting ambushed, but that's okay. My units are getting healed up by my, hero, so that's good. All right, so healing percentage. So this is plus 4 heal on all units every 5 seconds. That's great, but at the same time, we can't rely on that. That's not going to keep me alive. I feel like just having the health upgrades itself is going to be the most beneficial. So, yeah, that's good. Melee units plus 100% health. That's going to be great for these melee units I'm going to be getting soon. Okay, so we need to save some money. We have a lot of units here, though. So probably need to get me like another set of these elven defenders to help with that. Let's go and see how this round is. I mean, there's a lot of dudes here, but I have plenty of defenders, and we are healing them up, so we should be okay. Yeah, we're fine. So attack speed here is a good one. Let's get some life steal though, because that does help keeping my dudes alive. Okay, we have a lot of units here. We can't get the tier yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my first health upgrade. Let's do this. Why? Because I just wanted it, honestly. Okay, so she does get healed from her auto heal too. It's just not as effective. I think it's at 50%. So, you know, that's something. It's handy. All right, so we have that healing percentage. We can do more damage. I'm gonna do the healing percentage, actually. That's fine. I haven't even been really using this healing wave all that much, but, you know, it's there. Let's get tier 4. And we have our units. We need this guy. So let's look at the perks here of this guy. Takes 45% reduced damage from ranged attacks. Also has 15% chance of attacking to cast Flame Strike that deals 28% of the Sentinel's max health. We just need to bump the health. I'm not really worried about anything else with them right now. We need their health to be insanely high. So we're gonna get this health to like 1,000, right? We need probably about 10 to 20 units. And this is where we start to get powerful. Like right now, I don't know. We might live, we might survive that, we might not. I'm gonna do this one, reroll. On Tundra, you can reroll your options for your fight, so let's do this one. Okay, so we should have enough units to be able to survive this round. And she is doing some damage and stunning, so that's helpful. Speaking of, let's go ahead and get some more damage for our hero. So tier 4, we're gonna grab us another Sentinel. We're gonna try to get this. I want to get it to 10 as soon as I can, because I could do all the upgrades in the world, but if I don't have enough units, what's the point, right? So let's get to 10, and then we're going to concentrate on our upgrades a little bit. I mean, I will take their upgrades too. You know, they do have their little passive upgrades they could do. But for now, I just need to get to 10, and let's go ahead and take that. I'm trying not to reroll. I have seen in the comments, people are suggesting I don't reroll that much. I've done a lot of Necromancer runs that I haven't released where I didn't reroll, and every single time it failed. Like every single one of those runs failed, but you know, he's just a difficult character. So I can't really add that as like a reason it failed. Okay, so we're going to do upgrade units. Let's go ahead and start taking our Flame Strike. We're going to get that increased percentage. I want to do 2 and 2 for the upgrades. So our 1 and 3, I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. Okay, so we're getting a lot more powerful now. Let's go and take some enhanced damage. Make her hit a little bit stronger. She's basically the DPS of the group. You could say she's doing the damage. 51, it's not bad. All right, 85%, $85. I'm going to stalemate on 10 at the moment. And let's get some more of this health buildup. Let me go 1-1. I should change this to melee unit so I don't waste as much money. And let's do another one into Flame Strike. I'm basically going to put 3 into Flame Strike and 1 into the shield thing. Why? I just think Flame Strike and killing them quicker is beneficial. I don't know. You could do 50-50, I guess. So that way you have more damage resistance from archers as well. All right, so how we doing? 1.7. We're doing 374, and see, we're doing 28% of that. So we don't get that. That 8 does not matter if we're doing 100% chance of Flame Strike, right? Like the more Flame Strikes we do, the higher percentage of damage we do. Okay, so let's get. That's a tough unit. These are some tough units. Okay, this one's not as bad. Not really. I'm gonna grab a couple more Sentinels because we're getting to the more dangerous tiers here. And let's do another health upgrade. So 403 plus 28% of 403. So we're doing 112 damage. I mean, there's a 25% chance of that, right? 112 damage, and it's an AoE type damage too, so it does pretty good. It does, you know, a wide range. Let's go and see how this is doing. Boop, boop, boop. And the thing is too, we do have a little bit of life still, so we do benefit from that, I believe, even with the AoE attack. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and get more life still, more benefit than that if it works, you know. It's always a chance. 16, let's get to 20. I can't. All right, we're gonna have to hold out. Let's see how we do here. I want to get a lot of these Elven Sentinels. It's doing pretty good so far, I gotta say. So far it's working. We're on 12, which is great. Much better than I was doing with a Necromancer, I gotta say. All right, so, oh, that's a dangerous one. This one's also dangerous. Okay, let's go with this. These guys are pretty brutal too. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so let's get to 20. We need, I mean, more life still is a good one. 8% more to reduce. Let's go ahead and take that one. And here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that guy, he just darts in. Yeah, we're fine because we got the crowd control effect, really. So we should be okay. Let's go and get some more armor. Life still or health? I mean, health makes more sense. It's more damage. 432. It's okay, I guess. 432. Now what do we have? 460. So we're getting like 28. 28, but then that also gives me a pretty decent amount of increase in attack. These guys are going to attack me too. We should be fine here, actually. We should be completely fine against these units. Okay, so we have 7 times 4, so we have 14. We have 28% of life leech. Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, you guys are fighting yourselves. That's fine. I'm a little bit stronger. I think that life leech really does help. I'll get some more damage for these guys. Sure, it doesn't matter, but you know, every little bit helps. All right, that's a lot of imps, man. That's a lot of imps. More life still, and more health, I guess. And am I gonna survive that amount of imps? Probably not. They do. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. That's fine. That's a lot of projectiles, right? But we do have resistance to projectiles, so we should be okay. I was kind of lucky to get that one. Let's do multicast. Let's get another percentage there. Ooh, these are some heavy hitters, man. Heavy hitters. All right, so we're gonna get a little bit more armor. Get that armor up one more time and get me some more health too. So we're doing 546, and what is 28% of that? 152. So we're doing a bit more damage. So I really want to be doing like 500 damage. You know what I mean? I want to be doing some crazy numbers here, but we're not doing too bad. Let's go. Let's see how we do with these. The next thing I need to do is I need the human synergy, and I need to put that on my elves. Why? I want damage. Like, I want the armor resistance that they would get from that. The armor penetration, I guess. So we have a lot of units here. They're pretty tough. Can we do it? Probably. Am I gonna try it? Probably. Okay. I mean, I could lower the amount, but crowd control's kind of my thing, isn't it? So might make sense. 26 versus all these dudes. Let's see how this goes. I mean, overall, this is a pretty good build, and I think I'm trying to explain this strategy. I'm trying to get the strategy explained correctly. Like, look, it's working. It's they're just kind of burning through these guys because they're so powerful. You know what I mean? All right, so let's some more attack speed. Sure, that's gonna get me a higher chance to proc the damage. So let's try to get to 30. We got to 30. Let's do it. Let's see how this goes. These guys are pretty heavy hitters too, but we have, you know, crowd control and everything in our favor. I think we're okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hit my Q button here. I haven't done that this entire time, but you know, it does speed things up, and it does allow me to proc that damage a little bit quicker. I'm gonna get another. You know what? I'm going to give you your full stun. There you go. Nice. Her full stun is done. So these guys are pretty dangerous. I have to be a little careful with that. Let me go ahead and get some more damage for my characters. Right, we need to get that built up. That's going to be everything. I don't know. Let's do it, though. I mean, here we go. Let's see how we do with these guys. They're pretty tough. I'll just heal my guys up a little bit. Throw a couple heals out there and we should be fine. All right, so you guys have to understand, Tundra is very difficult because it's random. It's RNG, right? And we're on impossible. So everything scales up. So this, if this build works here, it will work definitely on normal mode, on brutal, on all the other settings. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a healing. We can get a couple more units. I do like having more for my units. And we're just really going to focus in on this percentage here. So 660 is what we have now. So 28% of that, so 660 times 0.28 is about, let me see, what even would it be? So about 184. So we're almost hitting for 200 damage a whack. And we're doing that in an AoE kind of atmosphere, right? Okay, and then here we are with these dudes. Let's go. Let's see how this goes. We need to get those summoners out of the picture ASAP. Gotta get rid of all these armor dudes first. This is where I might fail because I didn't build up armor piercing. So that's the main goal I need right now, is to build up armor piercing so we can get through these hordes right here. Her ability is actually really going to help in this scenario. I might want to get her her split even higher, if that makes sense. Okay, so armor piercing is going to be a key. It looks like a key element. Okay, so we're going to get you on the playing field. We're going to get this guy on the playing field. Let's go ahead and get that synergy. Even if it's a minor one, we need elves to have human way. If I can get another one, that would be great. Elves, human way. Thank you. Max that puppy out. That gives me a 25% chance even with the elves. And I'll try to get the full human synergy later. Look at this. This is going to be it's going to be tough cookies, man. But I want to see how my 32 will do against their 63 and their additional units. Let's do it. I'm just curious how this is going to play out. You know what I mean? It's going to be kind of funny. So we got that armor piercing too, which helped me just to melt through these dudes. They didn't have a chance. Not a single chance. I'm going to get more multicast. And we're also going to focus in on getting humans. That sounds really bad. We're going to get some humans. I'm going to get more humans in here so that my elves have a stronger synergy going forward. Let's go and get the Alkalite. There we go. And we are doing great with our elven units now. Tier 3, I have another elf here I'm going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that and put you over here with my units. So I'm going to work on my elven synergy now too. There's a lot of armored units here. So it's a good thing we got that benefit, right? That armor benefit. Let's do this and see how it goes. Let's go and just heal you guys up immediately. Oh my gosh. That heavy AoE along with the armor penetration, it is golden, isn't it? It works really, really well. Now, is it going to win? Hard to tell at this point because these aren't the strongest units, you know, so it is kind of hard to tell. We're coming up against strong units now, though. I'm trying my best not to randomize it too much because I just want it to be what it is. Okay, so we're going to need tier 5 to get the max elven synergy. So for now, I'm not going to be able to do that just yet. Instead, we're going to go ahead and get more health upgrades. And maybe a few more sentinels as well. I mean, you can't go wrong with increasing the amount of units that are your most powerful, right? So let's see how this goes. This is a tough one. But I'm not going to re-roll it. We're gonna go with the punches. I'm trying to make this as difficult as possible for this build to see if it's just flawless. And it kind of seems to be. Okay, and let's go. Well, I do want to get that next tier. We have some demon destroyers. They have AoE. Yikes. Those are some pretty tough dudes to deal with. I'm gonna go ahead and do some. Let's do some more life leech. All right, man. I'm trying my best not to use that button if I don't have to. Let's go. I mean, it's gonna be difficult, but we can do anything, right? I mean, these guys kind of throw my damage back at me, but the thing is, I also have life leech on these dudes, right? So we should be able to just push through, despite their little stun that they do and stuff like that. And it's kind of working. It's kind of working for the most part. And then we have our heal too from, you know, it's not a lot from Medela, but her heal does help. All right, let's get some more armor. If I get that armor value a little bit higher, that's going to help with some of that damage absorption. Maybe a little bit more heal too. How much are you healing right now? So she's healing for 36 every 5 seconds. That's not that bad. All right, man. I'm not going to really spend anymore because I do want to hold out to get my Elven synergy. So I'm going to go like this. Oh, man. Those are heavy hitters. Those dudes are hitting hard. I don't know. This is tough. I think it's the range units that are really like doing some damage. Look at these guys. Yeah, they're doing some work. All right, come on, guys. We got to take out these range dudes. You could do it. You could do it. And then she's stunning them too, which is really helpful. So we should be fine. That dude is tough as well. Look at that. Let's just speed you guys up a little bit. There you go. That is actually pretty tough. Healing wave heals for... Yeah, we don't... I'm not going to rely on healing wave for anything. I'll be honest with you guys. Why? I just don't really want to. So you're an elf, right? Okay, so we have an elf. Now we just need to get the Moon Rider. Where are you? Okay, so we have Elven Synergy maxed, which is going to help a lot with my survivability. And now tier 4 is cheaper, so we can get more units. We can get up to 50. Oh boy. Oh man. I'm going to do one reroll here. No, but I do have enough gold. You're kidding. Yikes. Let's see how this goes. This is a tough one. These dudes right here are tough. Oh, never mind. Apparently they're super easy. All right. We will take the victory. No problem. Okay, so let's get stronger. Let's get more. Well, I guess I'm taking the demon. I meant to get more of the sentinels. I want to get to 50, and I'm going to try to get to 50. I cannot. All right, let's keep going. This is going to be interesting now. These guys are heavy hitter mages, but we're able to evade a lot of their attacks, so that helps out, right? That's pretty good. Okay, some heal here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves to 50 sentinels. Increase them to 20 melee. 20 HP. So 832, and we're gonna see at 28% of that is. So now we are doing 232 damage, almost 233 damage. So we are doing some pretty decent damage. I mean, I'm sure these guys are all strong. We also have the whole factor of, oh, we can actually upgrade one more time. Let's get some. We also have the whole, like, we have armor, we have all these other units, we have all the synergy too, which is really helpful in getting this done. Okay, and then we also have our stun. Oh, she was stunning until she died. All the range units are dying very quickly because that's what these Angels of Death do. They take out range units. They're very good at it. One of the other games of this developer, you are a range unit. You're a mage. Caltruin. Yeah, you're a mage, so you have to deal with these guys as the mage. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's pretty difficult. So it's a very challenging game, that one. All right, so let's go with some more HP here. And I probably just need more units, honestly. Just straight up more units. Maybe increase our heal quite a bit, too. That can help out. But I think it's just more units. So we're going to try to get to 60. Like, this is all theory at this point. It might be better to get more powerful by buying more upgrades, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do more units. Because, I mean, that way I could just kind of have reinforcements if someone dies. And, I mean, I'm holding up. They're holding up pretty good. There is, of course, the next stage, which is a pain. Stage 30 is very difficult. We'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and get multicast. Now we're going to do damage for her. Okay, I mean, it looks bad. All right, it looks really bad. But is it really bad? I don't know. I remember these guys being a pain, though. I could re-roll it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave this as the challenge it is. Let's get to 10 armor. Let's get a little bit more life still. I would like to get the 14 life still, but, you know, that's going to be... it's going to take a minute. Let's do this thing. Let's see how this goes. A lot of units with their archery, with their mage abilities. Let's go ahead and cast some healing on my dudes. Take out these mages as quickly as we can. I'm concentrating on the mage defense side of things. And there we go. Now everybody can just concentrate on the blue dragon. What is the statistics for the blue dragon? I couldn't tell you. Couldn't really tell you. Is he hitting her? It almost looked like he was trying to freeze her more than anything. I know he has a freeze percent, right? A chance to freeze. Getting ready for the end game? No problem. Let me get some more life still. And I do want to get myself to the 60 units. Everything else is going to go into our unit strength. So just healing, really. Healing would be the main factor. Let's get one more unit for the fun of it, and let's go. Let's see how this runs for endgame. So hopefully, you know, if we get a win here, hopefully this guide kind of helps to anyone struggling with Medela, how to really work with her. It's all about balancing that perk that she has that gives them more health, I feel like. Because then they're just going to be a lot stronger every single time you buy a health upgrade. It's going to make them hit hard. Make them be insanely unstoppable for the most part. I mean, yes, there's a few that died, but it's not that bad. Like, we have so many units still alive, right? So many units are still alive and making tracks here. So this is all randomized, right? So... oh my god, that's a lot of Moon Riders. Y'all are crazy. I mean, they're all dead, but still. And then we have 3 dragons remaining. Oh, this guy is staying alive too. My Demon Destroyer is doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and get a heal in there. Speed you guys up just a little bit so you can be contenders in the end game here. Get them done, man. Get these guys wiped out. Bye-bye, dragons. We're going to have one more end game after this, and then it's a full victory if we can get that last end game. I don't see why we shouldn't, but I've been fooled many times on this before thinking I had a good strategy. Look at these. Some of my guys are taking some damage, but the life leech is keeping them in the fight, and her ability to heal them is also helping. All right, and then she also has that stun, which is very valuable. And then the human synergy is helpful as well. We won. Hopefully that helps break down how to play as Medela for whoever may not know. It's really about getting those units that have that health upgrade ability. So like these guys right here, they have a huge benefit to having health. That's kind of their tack too with the flame wall that they do. The sword of flame or whatever it's called. And also the sentinels have a huge benefit too to having more health. So whoever can benefit from that, they're going to be the go-to. Let's go and do some endless here. And let's see how far we can make it with just in this run without the shop. Is there a point in which this build will fail? We don't know. I mean, the problem with Tundra is it's very RNG, right? Very, very RNG. It's not really a problem. It's just you never know what to expect. You could make it with the same build much further, you know, depending on the RNG of it all. All right, come on. Take out those dragons. So the problem with these dragons is they keep freezing Medela, and she does that stun, right? So if she can't stun them, then they survive a little bit longer. Come on, man. We got this. Only a couple dragons remaining, and they're going to be defeated. They're going to be so toast. I'm pretty sure we can get pretty far in the end game. Let me make sure I'm on 3x. We should be able to get to like end game 15 or something like that. I mean, overall, just the Elven Sentinel characters are just very powerful. I feel like most of my builds with Elven Sentinels usually results pretty well. Of course, you have characters like Effero where it doesn't really play any kind of assistance for the most part. I might be wrong. Maybe that is the key to winning with Effero. You guys have seen that I've been struggling with that character, but that might be the key. Oh, and we are wiped on stage 5, it looks like. Yeah, GG. All right, well, I was completely wrong with my estimate of 15, but, you know, again, it's the RNG of it all. This guy right here, he's definitely a fighter. He's definitely a difficult one. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe. Help this channel hit the algorithm and get partner. Partner is at 1,000 subscribers, so it's climbing, man. It's climbing. Leave a comment and let me know if this video helped you, if any of this build strategy assisted you in any way, and I'll see you all in the next one. Also, leave a comment and let me know if you want help with any other character and the breakdown of the strategy. See you later.